Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. This is our Path of the Damned Herald run, episode 119. We are in the Forgotten Sanctum, and I guess let me hole up so we don't have the... Again, I don't know how Facina went from 2 or 1 wound to being dead, so... we're gonna just go ahead and rest so that we can avoid that in the future.
Only I will remain.
Because, like, we won that fight without terribly much issue. Or we were winning that fight without terribly much issue.
Quite.
And then things went south very quickly. I'm gonna drop the drakes on top of them so they're maybe on top of Aloth and Maya, so maybe they're somewhat protected. I don't think they're gonna be somewhat protected, but Deleterious.
Nothing I can do.
Spirit Shield. Sitzels. Iron Skin. Deleterious. Crit. Spirit Shield. Sitzels.
That's it.
Martial Power.
That was about as useful.
Hey, she actually gets to keep her martial power.
As a bump on a pickle.
Come at me, Postenago.
Yes.
Cool.
Ulu Zen. Yeah. Yeah. Ulu Zen.
Still got it.
Stand together.
That on. My goodness.
Moe, Ixie, Ona.
Deleterious.
So hot in here. Moe, Ixie, Ona.
Ulu Zen. Ulu Zen.
That's on me. Oh, indeed.
Nuh-uh, didn't. Happy to oblige. Moe, Ixie, Ona.
Stand together.
I'm pretty sure that's that. Seriously? Fucking Maya! The goddamn charms! These spores suck. Removing all of our buffs and fucking charming people is a real big fucking pain in the ass. A real big pain in the ass.
This did nothing.
Do not. No. Stop fucking trying to revive him. God damn it. Game. Just fucking kill this guy.
It's no use. Damn it.
She just sneaks it in. When I'm not even paying attention, she just suddenly... Oh my god, that's frustrating. We're gonna have...
My king.
Maya's gonna fucking kill him.
That was about as...
I can't fucking form them. Can I form Maya? Fuck it.
useful as a bump on
Get
a
her.
pickle. Say your prayers.
Thank Jeebus.
I shall deal with this one.
Too slow.
Moe.
No, it can't be.
What? Is happening? I don't know if this is bugged. Luminescent Spore activates Lengrath's teachings. Destroyed. I'm gonna look this up real quick because this is fucking like blowing my mind. Oh wow! When you search for it, the thing that pops up is Forgotten Sanctum and insta death without injuries. Doesn't show anything killing the party. They just die and leave the party. Charmed targets outright die when the charm is up. Okay, that's not the situation that's happening for me because it's my Facina that keeps dying. Oh my god. Okay, so it's not necessarily a Forgotten Sanctum related thing. Interesting. Huh. I think I've had it happen before, but it was in a situation where I was like unsure and I was just like, okay, well, whatever, we died, redo. You know, but character wasn't charmed but had the Ring of Reset equipped. What? Hmm. An effect of the Disintegrate spell? I don't... Maybe? Alright. I'm gonna try this. See what we can do about it. So we'll load. And we're gonna try to use the Arcane Reflection or whatever on Facina and see if that helps keep her up. IDK. Otherwise, we might just have to like skip the fight. Who knows? Like,
Delayed your death. How does one possess the time to collect this many fish?
a good question.
Quite facile.
Drop these here, and again. Actually, let's go with Arcane Reflection here as well. We'll start with Arcane Reflection. See how that goes.
Mow it. Exceed honor.
I'm curious as to whether or not Arcane Reflection will deal with the wipe or not. I have no idea whether it will. I'm gonna stave off on the Sitzel's martial power and wait for the first wipe and see what happens.
Might as well be hitting the water.
Yeah.
Something I hate.
Okay. So, I don't know, she's such an easy target for them or something?
Back up.
Could use something to put a little pep in.
Answer to the question is no. No, Arcane Reflection does not deal with that. Okay, fine, whatever. Shit.
Step.
And I get our, you know what, here. We can, again, try to just minimize her ass.
Mow it. Exceed honor.
Stand together.
Exceed honor.
That's it.
Ba ba da ba da ba da ba da 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 da.
Mow it. Exceed honor.
Dead.
Seems ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something.
Something's wrong with me.
Mow it. Exceed honor.
Lava beyond seek. That's not very helpful.
Mow it. Exceed
I'm listening.
honor.
Aye, aye. Ashiza, strike.
Moe, Ixie, Alna.
I feel
Why is she a pig again?
That was about as useful as
Who
a bug
pigged
on
her
a
this
pickle.
time? That seems
Moe,
like
Right
bullshit.
between the eyes.
Okay, and now no one has any freaking issues.
nothing I can do.
Orders for the wrong Anui.
Put everyone on one
What's on
person.
never
your
you
mind,
mind that
cutie?
miss. I'll land the next one.
Please and thank
You
you.
were saying?
Lingrath's teaching. Sees Lingrath's teaching is just a buff on them.
That's not
That
very
shouldn't be
helpful.
causing any issue. But they do have Lingrath's safeguard.
Come on.
Maybe Lingrath's safeguard is
Stand
causing
together.
like an auto response kill or
Right
something?
between the eyes.
Something's wrong with me. Yeah.
For the wrong Anui.
Storing magic times 5. What does that even mean? I wish that's an annoyance about this game. I wish you could pause on an enemy and hover over something and say, I want to know what this something does. Because storing magic, that seems cool. What is it? I don't know.
Right between the eyes.
I feel weak.
Okay, no one immediately died that time. So. Swank.
What's on your mind?
Mission
cutie?
accomplished. It's so weird. So weird.
Can do.
I'll see what I can find.
Of course.
Aratezo's Cane. A one-handed club. Has a pure class, 50% chance of scoring a crit, 50% chance on scoring a crit to lower enemy deflection by -5 for 8 seconds. Plus 20 to all defenses against dexterity affliction attacks. Solid and sturdy, the stylish accoutrement doubles as a serviceable bludgeon for the sophisticated urbanite. The magician Aratezo, a perennial fixture at the courts of Grand Valia, infamously bore this implement among polite society. He set it against all who displeased him, including imps, domestics, apprentices, and grandchildren. An untimely swipe at the Duke of Nagnice, I don't know, brother, saw the wizard imprisoned for 6 months, during which period the cane went missing, likely at the hand of one of his perpetual targets. Oof. Haughty. Gives us a 50% chance. It's the exact same thing, but it increases with the intimidation skill. Humble gives us the same thing, but it increases with the diplomacy skill. That's cool. That's interesting. So if you have a very diplomatic like rogue, or like a
you were saying?
Aloth, or not Aloth, a Dare, right, could make a lot of use of that. Very high crit. And if he had high diplomacy, I don't think he has high intimidation, but could be a thing. Chief Librarian, restricted catalog, restricted section. I think we actually might want to go back up here and head into the restricted section from the quarantine section.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Yeah. We basically want to run around here. Keep in mind, this is just like the eastern section. There's an entire like western section, I believe, of this fucking dungeon, and then I would assume a final section as well. We didn't find this last time, really? Wow, a Kraken's eye. Nice. Alright, into the restricted section we go. Oh my goodness. Burrowed hole. It seems something has come inside.
Indeed.
Something you need? Add.
Note on the imp. I will hear no further argument on the matter. You were the one who permitted that chittering loudmouth to roam the collections freely for your amusement. Now that it's escaped, you are responsible for fetching it back. You must also locate the pilfered artifacts. The Oracle warned us twice about keeping magic away from the imps. On the bright side, this will prove a capital opportunity to test our milking procedure on a swollen imp. This will be good practice for subduing Nimnok before his devoted following grows beyond our ability to control. Oh my, you lost that.
Buon piacco, casita.
I want to know what's in the burrowed hole. This feels like a boss arena. You don't just, like... Did I need... Ooh. Not knock. It's not knock and Nimnok. What? Not knock.
What you do here, eh? This my realm.
How quaint. Another imp with delusions of grandeur.
Oh. We didn't even get to think about it. It was just, well, guess we're fighting. Alright then. I'm gonna start off with Arcane. Assuming that these imps might have some magic. I think I want to summon up some drakes now.
I'm no help here.
I wish the... I'm so upset. I wish the scripting would do what I want it to do. Like if I could actually set up Aloth and Fasina to be... Man... Every time I start thinking like this, I'm like, hey, why don't we try it out one more time, right? Like, surely it'll work this time. It never does, though. I don't know why.
Stand together. Nothing I can do.
Yes?
Hard to move.
Oof. That's not great. Not super down with that.
Wasted effort.
Not super duper happy.
That's it.
You were saying?
Ritu!
We want to go ahead and burn off the all ghouls. I don't know if this guy will continuously summon ads, so we don't want to give him the opportunity to summon enough ads to kind of overwhelm us like the spider boss does.
Vidorio.
Oh, fucking goodness. Alright, definitely just focus him. Okay, well, he just basically full healed, so that's hot garbage.
Can't get a clean hit.
Ah, my goodness. Why do you hate me so?
Right between the eyes.
Nuh-uh, didn't work.
Basically, we're gonna see if I can just ignore.
Stand together!
Ulu, Than.
I shall deal with this one.
Or is he just gonna keep healing while they're alive?
Another withers on the vine.
That's
Moweth, Ixie,
kind of hot garbage. Don't do that. Do not do that. Do not fucking do that, Chody. You rude fucking person.
The water.
Okay, gotta kill some fucking guys, it looks like.
Let's go.
sweet redemption.
Ashiza, strike.
We want to thin things out and stabilize if at all possible, but that can be somewhat difficult. Okay. That did a fair chunk of damage. That was good. My goodness. See, this is one of the reasons why I don't want you to do that, Shody. I want you to fucking keep healing. Thank you. I need to put Spirit Shield up if I can. I need to put Iron Skin up if I can. Does not matter. Is still taking hits every single time regardless. Spirit Shield even do. Shield's +3. Doesn't matter. Why would it matter? Jody still thinks she wants to... She's actually trying to heal. Never mind.
We're not done yet.
Think you got the decency to die?
No.
Indeed.
Happy to oblige.
Please heal. Oh my goodness. Is that gonna be enough?
How may I help?
Moweth, Ixie,
Something you where there be blood.
Goodness gracious.
Right Right between the eyes.
Are you kidding me? Seriously? Ooh. Do not like.
I hear you.
Although I can back away and stop doing that.
For the wrong and newy.
Go ahead and put this down. Oof.
Yeah.
Another withers on the vine.
Time to separate the chaff.
Hopefully this is the last like little group.
Still got it.
Because my god, this man is oof. Big oof in me with this not wanting to die while his ads are out type situation. Don't you do it. No, sir.
Been at him, Facina.
Are you kidding me? That's so much damage. God. Please just kill this man.
Stand together.
Goodness gracious. I feel like they put that fight in there so that people could fight a giant imp.
What can I do you for?
Who
I
hadn't
hear you.
fought like Nimnok, you know? So. Burden. We got a great sword named Burden. It grants Colossal. It is truly a massive sword. Burden requires a large amount of might to be wielded effectively. 10% chance to knock the target prone on scoring a hit when above 25 might. -1 penetration when below 15 might. Okay, so that's very easy to achieve. Obviously the 15 might one to avoid the penalty, but hitting the 10%, that's kind of hard. And then we have Grieving. +1 might until the end of combat whenever a party member is KO'd, stacks 4 times. Fucking A. Alright, cool, good to know. None know whether Villo Primavidorio named this sword for the weight of its improbable lead blade or the homesickness of the man who crafted it. The premier bladesmith of Pincenze, I don't know. A city in the former Grand Valian Duchy of Ircheta, Vilo was fated for the quality of his blades by Pinceze's nobility, and they showered him with coin to create ever more delicate, elaborately styled blades from Grand Valia's very finest steel. His work caught the eye of Pietro Balcessa, the estranged brother of Contessa Lina Balcessa and Pincenze's ruler. I have no idea how to fucking say that. The Contessa and Pietro were fiercely competitive, and they quarreled over everything: money, renown, lovers. Vilo accepted Pietro's advances and denied the Contessa's, and in a fit of jealous embarrassment, the Contessa had him banished from the city. Wow. Vilo wandered from nation to nation, but never found a home that bestirred his muse as Pincenze had. He settled at last in the Deadfire Archipelago and set to crafting Burden, his final work. He never revealed the method by which he trained a lead blade to keep its edge, and he died that same year of a fever in his blood, so he never will. Cool. We can set it to Denial, which gives +1 might and -5 hostile effect duration until the end of combat whenever a party member dies. Cool. Or Guilt, which gives +5 beneficial duration until the end of combat whenever a party member dies. Both are interesting, but not super useful, I think, to what we do. Cool.
Happily.
The Alchemy of Imp Spray. I kept a pair of imps caged for the better part of 3 decades as I scripted Volume 5 of my series, Scent Languages of the Perverse. Every day the duo would fill the air from their glands as they communicated across the distance. I grew to understand the alchemy of their spray by standing in its path and allowing the fetid effluvium to wash over me. Okay. Such wondrous effluvium, so potent it hovers over me still. Just as I had written the last page of what was to be my greatest work, the dialect of their spray changed entirely, rendering my findings useless. Oh, but how they laughed at my expense. I know the smell of failure. It is the reek of 30 years' worth of concentrated imp farts sprayed into one's face, and the bitterness of having no academic recognition to show for it.
What can I do you for?
I have no valid response to that, my man.
I hear you.
Holy shit. Alright, so this was just like a let's fight a big ass fucking imp area. Cool.
I was chewing through Cadnua's foundation long before Aothas finished the job.
Yeah, well, you suck, Console Hot. So. Yeah, no. Alright, well, that was cool. I feel like that was just like a little diversion that had no real purpose other than a fun fight and a...
Potential in you, Shoti.
Don't you go after Shoti with that. No purpose other than a fun fight and a unique. So, I mean, that is what it is. It's cool. Actually less magic than I thought was going to be here in the Forgotten Sanctums, right? I thought we were going to have to fight, like, a whole butt-ton of mages. I was actually looking forward to, like, the Arcane Shield doing stuff. It has not really. I'm gonna come up over here. And we're gonna explore this section a little bit more.
Of course.
The stone lectern stands before you. Its surface reads, "While scions of Forest and Adra fought, the dreams of invaders died." It looks as though a book could be placed here. Examine the lectern. The rain and ozone scent of arcane energy wafts from the lectern. There appears to be a spell imprinted in the stone. The stone they carried potential born of word and shared like a secret. Something well oriented. Activate the runes. The air sparks with discordant energy and the runes go dark. Their question remains unanswered. Lick the runes. They are warm and lively as bare skin, but limned with a spark of arcane energy. They taste bitter. When you pull away, every hair on your body is standing on end.
What's on your... Just say the word.
But now, I'm thinking maybe I run around and pilfer all the books.
Careful there.
Infested almanac on crop rotation. Okay. The flesh construct controller. Someone has meticulously logged dates and details pertaining to the operations of a flesh construct monitor device. Some of the latest entries stand out. Found a finger blocking the cogs. Asked around. No librarians reported a missing digit. Okay. What? Initiated the startup sequence and a bunch of teeth fell out. Operation normal? A new lever grew from the panel today. Not sure what controls it yet, if anything. Or what it controls yet, if anything. Stiff. Warm. At this point, the controller has taken a new life of its own. All I can do is interpret its desire. Device refused to initiate normal procedure until I tickled its favorite gland deep and on the left-hand side by a patch of bone. After it shuddered for some moments, I had its undivided attention. This is disgusting work, and I love it. What the fuck is happening here? What the what?
Oh, what a mess.
What'd that book do to you?
Note on missing subject. Subject P0706 broke free of its cell and makes slow progress towards other parts of the facility. We cannot cross from one end of our library to another without spores dusting our robes from some unseen limb of the colony. I reported the matter, but our chief librarian is characteristically unconcerned. Should that thing cross into the restricted stacks, I hope she remembers who warned her. An addendum is scribbled below. Boris has gone missing. Likely infested, digested, or worse. What began as an irritation has escalated to a tragedy. I haven't the heart to tell the archive's staff to call off the search. Once the dust settles, I will take it upon myself to find them a new library mascot. Boris isn't dead, though. We have Boris. Boris lives!
Still as a pond.
Well, we got some books there, so let's
Speak
see.
freely. Speak freely. You were saying?
Happily.
Oh, hold up. Let's check and see what these books are, if that's the case. First Hollowborn, Founding of Red Cirrus, The Tribe of the People of the Deer, The Collapse of Grand Valia. Okay.
Indeed.
Dreams of Invaders. Okay, so 2? Like? Founding of Red Cirrus, maybe?
Of course.
That one feels good. Let's remove this one. And go... this? Nope.
You were saying?
Alright, looks
Indeed.
like we're gonna have to read. Scions of Force and Ardra fought. The dreams of invaders died. Okay. Collapse of Grand Valia. Armchair academics will tell you the fall was unavoidable, that it was Grand Valia's rapacious appetite for expansion that finally ended them, or a regrettable inattentiveness to the necessity of maintaining critical infrastructure. or the Ouroboros of betrayal, revenge, and re-revenge that characterized their idle wealthy's leisure time. But they're wrong. No, it was the Dulcaza the Tabby. It was Dulcaza the Tabby that ended it all. The Dulcaza, a dead mouse dropped into a stew, and one very ill duke who, when told of the first in what would become a spate of inveterate-fueled murderers among the families that controlled the Grand Valian economy, shouted at his valet to close the door and not disturb his rest again. He promptly died, and, as his valet studiously ignored the stench coming from his master's study, Grand Valia unraveled at the seams. Interesting. Okay. The first magic among the people was fire. It was always fire in every community, among every species. It's always fire. Fire is a balm against the dark, a light to tell stories by. It chases away the cold, lights the path, summons shadows. It was conjured by an old woman who whispered a word at a dying coal and saw it spring to life. She carried that burning coal until her death, when she taught the word to her daughter, who taught the word to her son. The people carried that small flame from their home in the frigid north to the sultry southern jungles. Never once did it go out. Okay. His parents named him Gramwen. He slept soundly through the night, every night, from the day of his birth and for every day after. Didn't scream or cry, but only stared, blank-eyed, as the world turned about him. Gramwen had no siblings, nor would he ever. When one neighbor's child was born similarly silent, then another and another, Gramwen's parents were named Cursebringers. They were burned in the town square, and Gramwen was left alone on a hillside just as the season's first snow began to fall. Of course, that didn't stop the hollowing. For 15 years, nothing would. But the Delimgan and Ardragon couldn't come to accords. They launched a quiet civil war, and the colonists' farms became the front. The Audragon is what it is, basically, blighted the Adirans' Vorlus crops with a might native to the deep forests. The colonists, believing themselves under attack by the notoriously territorial Delimgan, retaliated by clear-cutting the forests surrounding their villages. Not to be outdone, the Delimgan drained the subterranean aquifers in the Valian settlements. Okay, so that's the first one.
Happily.
Boom. What's this supposed to be? They carried potential born of a word and shared it like a secret. That's the tribe of the people. Let's see how that goes. Activate the runes. Arcane energy hums in harmony, and the wall before you begins to shimmer with light. See? You just have to read, and then the answers are delivered.
Captain. Can do. Ishi. Quiet time.
Let's head into the restricted section. You know? Camera's a little high up right now. What up? Alright, so we've got a little bit of a background here.
Indeed.
That's the fifth one. Okay, well.
I'm listening. Aye, aye.
Gonna sneak around with Maya. There's the seventh one.
Can't hide from me.
The librarian I see. The space enclosed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it looks like we're gonna have to fight up here if we want to be up here. Which I guess, I mean, I say that. I wonder. Here is kind of an upsetting thing. We have 27 stealth on Maya. You want to bet we cannot just sneak our way through here?
Can't hide from me.
Might be able to.
Can't hide from me. Can't hide from me.
Dun 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 dun.
Can't hide from me. You were saying? Just say the word. Can't hide from.
Warden, this aged, brittle contract details an agreement between assemblage of Vithrak explorers and agents of Whale, made upon the Vithrak's arrival in the halls obscured. In exchange for fresh, ample sustenance and a dry place to establish their nest, the Vithrak agreed to serve as the wardens of the collections in perpetuity. We almost made it out, y'all. Alright, well, that's not gonna work. So now we know we basically gotta fight a whole bunch of librarians, which, I don't know, honestly, I'm kind of okay with killing just about everyone in this freaking thing. They all seem like mindless, or corrupted, or any number of different things. I guess the librarians aren't necessarily.
You were saying? Aye, aye. I'm listening. Can't hide from me. Speak freely. You were saying?
I kind of feel like we just kill them. We just fight. What are we worried about anyways? Oh, of course. All of these turn into enchanted armors. Oh no. Okay, we're not gonna do that. I mean, we're probably gonna fight, but we're not gonna do it like that. Oofa doofa. Okay, that's probably gonna be the end of this particular video. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around, we're gonna keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.